And welcome back to the Tuned In
Let's
podcast,
go, boys.
baby.
We're back.
Here we are. We're kicking it from the library today.
Yes, sir.
Nice spot to record. How we feeling? It's been a couple weeks. We had a holiday.
Yeah.
We had the 250th anniversary of our country.
Exciting.
How patriotic did you feel out there in Utah?
I'll tell you what, man. I've never felt more patriotic than watching Darryn Peterson do his thing. I know that. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
but,
that was a good way to celebrate
God
the
bless
day.
the USA, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm going to go see that George Washington movie later today. So that'll be fun.
That's pretty dope. We got an exciting episode today. We actually have a lot to talk about on today's episode. Of course, we'll talk about some Jazz news, some unfortunate things, also some free agency signings, and we'll talk about Summer League, of course. And then we'll talk about a mountain of NBA news, free agency signings, trades, LeBron. We'll talk about it all in this episode. And then, of course, we'll close it out with some World Cups and BYU basketball.
Oh, yeah. Make sure to follow us on all the podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple, and YouTube, wherever you can find a podcast. And search Tuned In Jazz. You should find us everywhere. Make sure to share this episode with a friend, especially if you like the episode. Make sure to share with a friend. We'd love to share this with more people.
And this is episode 107 of Tuned In Jazz.
Well, we got a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do.
A lot of the off seasons happened these last 2 weeks.
Yes, we do.
We finished the draft is kind of where we had our last episode, and now we've had a lot of trades, a lot of signings, a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I guess to start, Walker Kessler, kind of unfortunate. Were you expecting that he was going to leave, or did you think it was pretty?
No. I remember I was just eating dinner, I was lunch or dinner or something. I was sitting at my kitchen table and I got this notification. I think I was working and I was just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Kind of blindsided me. Just, oh, wow, Walker Kessler got traded. And I was like, dang it.
Yeah.
I thought it probably was for nothing, right? We probably just gave him away. But then found out that we got all those picks.
Yeah.
Unprotected 31 and 33, and then swaps in 28 and 30. And I was like, all right. I think we'll talk about the other trades later, but I think that's more than what the Celtics got for Jaylen Brown. And I think that's more than what the Clippers might get for Kawhi.
Yeah.
And so I'm very happy with this trade.
It's kind of crazy when you think about even 4 or 5 years down the road, what that Rudy Gobert trade has turned into.
Yeah,
It's 4 more picks adding to the deal.
Because Walker Kessler was one of those picks.
Keontae George was one of the picks that we use, I think.
Yeah, and Donovan Mitchell trade too. You put those together.
Yeah, mountain of assets. But I was honestly really disappointed. However, when I saw his contract too, there's just no way he's worth. He signed 4-year, $130 million, which I think breaks down to $32.5 million a year.
And I think we offered him 140, right?
Well, I can't
remember what we offered him.
I think it might have been I want to say it was $21 million a year. I can't remember how big it was or how many years,
okay.
But just interesting. I don't think he could be worth that, but I don't know if he's proven that yet. And I'm glad the Jazz didn't overpay him because we've got a lot of contract decisions to make here in the next couple of years.
Yeah. Yep. And honestly, it's the kind of trade where I think the Lakers just really liked the fit of Walker Kessler.
Yeah.
And the Jazz took advantage of him and getting probably a little more than they should have given
Absolutely.
up. And so I think it took a lot to pry away Walker Kessler from the Jazz. And I'm happy with the return we got. I love Walker Kessler. I'm going to miss him. He's been such a great basketball player for the Jazz.
Yeah.
Been hurt a lot too. Well, we got to remember that. But I don't have any hard feelings towards him leaving. It's not like a Gordon Hayward situation. I feel it's more I think Jazz fans are okay with this.
Yeah, honestly, I think my only gripe with it is I feel like I wish the Jazz would have locked him up last summer because I feel like we could have got him a much better deal. It seems like I remember him talking about how he wanted closer to 25 back then, and I think the Jazz were way off of that. And it's like we probably could have negotiated to like a more reasonable thing last summer.
Yeah.
But when we let it go to restricted free agency, then our hands get kind of tied. And so, also, I think the Lakers just keep showing how poorly run of a franchise they are.
They swing for the fences.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't hate it, but it's like you look at I think I saw a stat the other day. It said that between Austin Reeves, Luka, and Walker Kessler, they now have like $450 million in salary cap tied up for the next 3 or 4 years. And it's like, do they really believe that those 3 guys are the championship DNA? I don't know. I don't know if I believe it, but I think they're good.
I don't like what I'm hearing from. I don't know if you saw Stephen A. talking about you can't win with a bunch of white dudes.
I did see that. Yeah, that's just silly.
I think it was hilarious, but I don't agree. I think they could still win with a bunch of white dudes, but it's a lot of money.
There's a lot of
tied
money.
up. They got something to prove now.
I feel like that's been the Lakers' problem for a while. Even with Anthony Davis and LeBron, like going and getting Westbrook, it's like that's all your salary cap, and you don't have any space to get depth. Or
when they won that bubble championship, they had a lot of role players that were really good.
That's what you
need. They
had
their Rondos and their Kyle Kuzma and Alex Caruso.
Yeah,
Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, right? Those guys weren't anything special, but you put them around your stars, they shined.
Yeah, when you win a championship, you need the Mitchell Robinsons, the Jose Alvarados, who else do they have? Even the
Jordan
Tyler
Clarkson.
Collecks, Jordan Clarksons, right? Like you need those guys to come in and play a role when it's needed.
Yeah, and I guess the Lakers did sign a couple. They got Mamu, who's like 6th man of the year contention. They got Quentin Grimes, who's pretty good, and Kevon Looney. So they've been getting a couple role players.
Yeah, it's a good offseason.
So they're able to sign those guys for not too much.
Totally, yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see. I think those picks could be when Luka is a little older.
Yeah.
What are they, 7 years down the road?
Not even resign if it doesn't go well.
He's going to be in his 30s. He might not even be there. You know, so those picks could be pretty good 7 years down the road.
True. Well, and we could be in I don't know how big the championship window is for the Jazz, but you look at the Thunder where they're like contending and their picks are still coming in. Like, that could be us 7 years from now. We could be one piece away, and maybe that's the one. So that'll be cool. I'm excited.
Well, there's been a lot of other signings. The Jazz had 4, from what we know.
Yep.
I guess which of these 4 guys, we'll talk about all of them, but which of these 4 guys do you feel is the best signing for the Jazz, or is there one you're questioning?
A couple of both, I feel like, but I don't know what information Mobamba has on the front office, but he's got something holding over us. We
can't get rid of him.
Yeah.
He's just always coming back.
He's kind of a legend, but I really like the Jackson Hayes pickup. I feel like especially, we needed a little more depth at center after Walker left. I'm glad we brought Yusuf Nurkic back. I think I don't hate the center rotation of Jackson Hayes and Yusuf Nurkic. I feel like it could be better, obviously, but that's not a horrible little rotation there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, now that Walker Kessler's gone, we're kind of just patching it up, right?
Yeah.
We're just seeing who we can get that will fill in those gaps and hope for the best, right?
Totally.
I also think Jackson Hayes, although he's not as good as Walker Kessler, him and Nurkic together will be at least serviceable center minutes, and you'll be able to put a body next to Darryn or Lowry. And Darryn has proven like the center next to him doesn't need to be anything special.
Yeah.
As long as they can play team defense, Darren's going to help out a lot. So I think putting Jackson Hayes or Nurkic next to Darryn won't be too bad.
Totally. It makes me wonder too, like kind of off topic here, but our lineups this year, I've kind of felt a little sick about the idea of moving Ace to the bench. I think Darryn Peterson's going to be a starter. And it's like, I wonder how often we'll see a lineup of Jaren Jackson Jr., Lowry, Ace, DP, and Keontae just playing Jaren at the 5. That'd be interesting.
I hope so.
I could see that happen.
We'll see what works with Jaren. I have a feeling that Will Hardy's system, he'll figure out a way to have Jaren at the 5 at times.
Totally, yeah. That'd be interesting to see.
I'd say my favorite signing, though, is Josh Okogie.
That's a great pickup.
We have been such an awful defensive team. And he's been known as a good defender his whole career.
Yep.
He's shot really well from 3 last year as a player on the Rockets. And so I think really great fit. He kind of reminds me of that Chris Dunn signing we got a little while ago, but he's a little bigger.
Totally.
We need a defense, and I think he'll also help set the tone for some of our young guys.
Yeah.
They haven't really been on a good defensive team yet. So I think he'll kind of show them the ropes, hopefully give them some defensive chops. Him and Darryn together be pretty filthy with defense.
That's what I was going to say, too. He's like a wing, too. So, like, I think Ace and DP have the capability to be really good defenders. We haven't seen it yet, but, like, maybe Josh Okogie's the guy that could. He's had a lot of experience in the NBA. He's played on a lot of teams. Maybe he could be the guy that mentors them a little. I think it would be really helpful. I like the pickup.
Yeah, and in college, Darryn Peterson got a lot of steals.
Yeah, he wasn't a bad defender.
I think he could be a decent. And then Ace has blocked a lot of shots and got a great wingspan, vertical leap, all the tools he needs, right?
Totally.
So you never know. I think that could work out well for us.
Totally.
And then I'm still waiting on a couple guys to see if we'll re-sign them. Mostly Kevin Love.
That's the one I was looking at, yeah.
He's still yet to sign. We don't really know what he's planning on doing.
Yeah.
Hopefully he comes back, though, even if he's a bench guy.
Yeah, that's true.
In addition to that, we've also got restricted free agents on Elijah Harkless and Oscar Tshiebwe. Not really as big of a deal, right? But we'll see if the Jazz just bring him back. They probably will.
Yeah. Summer League, full swing. We're in Vegas now. Summer League's wrapped up. I don't know. There's a lot to be excited about. What you guys went? What was your thoughts seeing the team first?
Yeah, I mean, Darryn Peterson's special.
He's so good.
Like that first game, I think he had like 25, 28 points.
Yeah.
He was making it look easy out there. Yeah. And it wasn't even like we were creating shots for him. He was creating his own shots.
Yeah.
He was doing these step back dagger threes. He was getting to the rim and getting fouled and getting N1s. He was just making it all look easy. And then Cody Williams, I don't know if you saw, he had 2 massive dunks. One of them towards the end of the game where we really needed a point, and he postered a guy.
Yeah.
And then he had another one of those like right hand tomahawks on at driving to the rim. He's done that a couple of times. So Cody Williams, man, I don't know if I feel like last year he was decent in Summer League too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
When it's finally going to translate, but he did look pretty good.
He made some improvements last year. He was definitely better than his rookie year, but that's not really saying a lot.
And he's only like 20 or 21. Right? He's so young.
I feel like we kind of knew he was going to be a project. We didn't know it would be this much of a project, but
yeah, he's a
we
lot.
Always knew he was going to take some work and stuff. The only complaint I have is that when he was matched up with AJ DeBonce, that was a little rough. I feel like he was getting cooked a little bit, but
I mean that's AJ, right? He's not quite there yet.
AJ was great, yeah. But yeah, I totally agree. Darryn Peterson just looked comfortable. Like that jump stop he did in the paint where he turned around and hit that fadeaway, the Kobe looking one.
Mm-hmm.
That got me so excited. I was at the game you were at, or was it a different one?
I was at the first one.
Oh, okay, it was the second one. Yeah.
I don't know. He's good, and he looks so comfortable out there. He feels like, and I think he had a game where he had like 12 assists.
The second game.
Was that the second game?
Yeah.
And so he's getting double teamed. He's finding people. I think the Wizards game, he was not as good at passing.
Yeah.
I think he had 9 fouls in that game.
I feel like
they can have 10.
I feel like there was a definite agenda in that game from the very beginning. It was number 1 versus number 2. I feel like both those guys were like really trying to prove that they were supposed to be the number 1, and it felt a little forced sometimes by Darryn Peterson in that game, but also AJ was also forcing it. So it's like, anyways, I don't hold that one against. So I think my only complaint with Darryn so far is those turnovers. Obviously, those need to be cut down. He had 8 in the first game, and I think he had 8 in that third game too. I don't remember what the second game was, but we got to work on that a little bit.
Yeah, that's like that's normal for
a young
a rookie
guy thing. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Keontae had so many turnovers. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, totally.
He's just a turnover magnet. He's cleaned that up now.
Totally.
But very exciting things to see. I could I think we got a number 1 pick at number 2.
I think we did too.
I think AJ's a number 1 pick as well. I think they're both that caliber of player.
Totally.
We just got lucky that we were able to move up.
Yeah, I mean, this class so far in Summer League, I think, is proven to be what it's advertised to be. Like Caleb Wilson, I watched the game last night. 35 points in his debut for the Bulls. He was special, man. And there was this block he had, chase down block, where he like caught it at like the top of the backboard almost. It looked like it probably wasn't that high, but
I don't want to say it, but it's reminding me of that 2003 draft. Like AJ's like LeBron, right?
Mm-hmm.
Darryn Peterson's like Wade.
Yeah.
Bosch and Caleb Wilson. Boozer's just, I don't know which comparison he'd be, but he'd be Bosch.
His game was okay against us. I thought he played really well. Yeah.
Yeah. It could be that kind of draft class where it's just loaded like that.
Totally. And I mean, looking at some like Mikael Brown, I watched one of the Nets games. I was mostly watching for Yegor. Yegor looked really good, but Mikael Brown looked really nice. I saw him hit some crazy passes. I think that's going to be a really good backcourt duo for them, Yegor and Mikael.
Yeah, we thought they reached a little bit for Mikael Brown. Maybe they didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, it looked nice so far.
Yeah.
Too bad we don't get to see any Richie, but that's okay.
We'll see him eventually. I was hoping he could come back from the ACL a little earlier, but not
too
yet.
Fast. Yeah.
Do you think Jazz have any chance to win the Summer League or?
Maybe. I don't know. If it's just, I kind of wish Ace would have come to Vegas, but I get it. Like they didn't need him to come to Vegas, but I mean, there's always a chance. I don't really remember how it works. Is it like a group thing right now, or like how does it?
I don't know either. I think eventually they put him in a bracket and go from there.
Yeah, I thought we played well against the Wizards. It was just played better. They had some.
Yeah.
They had a lot of really good Will Riley and Trey Johnson. Trey Johnson looked really nice for the Wizards the other night.
Yeah, that's who we thought we were going to get last
year. Yeah. And then I thought AJ was just so aggressive. I thought he forced a lot of shots, but he showed that he could do what he did in college in the NBA or in an NBA setting. So
yeah, he takes tough shots. Mm-hmm. I wonder how that'll go. He might have to adjust a little bit.
Yeah,
depending on the size of defenders are going to be larger. The passing lanes are a little tighter. So he'll have to adjust.
Yeah, I think it'll help to have Anthony Davis and Trae Young on the floor. There's going to be a lot of attention on those two guys always. Well, for the 10 games a year, you get Anthony Davis and if you ever get the ball from Trae Young, I guess. But
this is a weird side note, but Anthony Davis just sold his house in LA.
Oh, really?
Guess how much he sold it for?
$10 million?
$35 million.
Oh, my word.
It's insane. But I don't know.
That's more than Walker Kessler's making this year. That's crazy.
I know. I was wondering if Walker Kessler bought it, but I don't know if he has the money for that.
He's going to have to work 2 years to even afford it. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I saw that, talk about LeBron later, but I saw that they were exploring trades again with the Golden State. That'd be interesting to see if they ever move him. Yeah.
We'll see. But we could get into some signings. There's been a lot. We got the Jazz ones locked in. We're kind of patching up our center and getting Josh Okogie.
Yeah. A couple Jazz guys moving.
Yeah.
John Collins going to the Pistons.
That'll be a good fit for him.
I don't hate it, yeah.
Him and Cade could be pretty good.
Jalen Duren, if they end up bringing him back, that's a nice little duo there.
Yeah, they got rid of Isaiah Stewart, so I think that opens up a lot of minutes for John Collins, too.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Mike Conley's going to the Celtics.
That's kind of weird, I feel
Maybe not the best spot to... I was hoping Mike Conley would get a ring.
Yeah.
And so I think maybe on the Timberwolves he had a good chance. But now on the Celtics, now that Jaylen Brown's got, I don't know.
Yeah.
He could get a ring on the Celtics.
He's got an outside chance in the East, but a little rough, yeah.
And then Mitchell Robinson to the Celtics, too.
Yeah.
Funny, he got a bag after winning that championship.
Yes, he did. I feel like that happens every offseason. After the team wins a championship, there's some role player that a team overpays, like what was the guy's name for the Nuggets? The Brown, Bruce Brown. He got paid. PJ Tucker got paid after the Bucks won. There's just always some guy that just gets overpaid.
Alex Caruso got paid a lot.
It's true, Alex Caruso.
After he was a free agent.
Yeah, there's always somebody.
Yeah,
but
and then the Rockets get Bogey Bogdanovic and Marcus Smart. Be interesting. Marcus Smart might be good. They need more point guards.
Yeah, if he's their starting point guard, I don't love it, but I do think he's a good.
Fred VanVleet should come back too.
That's true.
But I don't know what's going on there, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we haven't heard anything about the Kevin Durant. Didn't seem like it went well last year, but I haven't heard anything about them trying to trade him or anything. So DeAndre Ayton and Chris Middleton to the Wizards.
I don't know what to think. I don't know if DeAndre Ayton's the answer next to AD, but maybe that's in an effort to keep AD.
I just feel bad for AJ DeBonce because I think they're just such a poorly run franchise, to be honest. I just don't. DeAndre Ayton's not the answer. Neither is Trae Young. Neither is Anthony Davis. You don't really
need Chris Middleton now that you have AJ. Nope. So I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't really get any of these signings for the Wizards. It feels like these all feel like win now moves, but they're not there.
Maybe they will. We'll see. It's probably going to fall apart.
That's true.
Rui Hachimura goes across the city to the Clippers.
Yeah.
Be interesting. I guess he's the Kawhi replacement.
I guess so, yeah.
So, yeah. Maybe. Tobias Harris to the Spurs. That's dangerous.
That's a good pickup for the Spurs.
Spurs don't need more.
Might have been the role player they were missing, I think.
Yeah, Harrison Barnes is a little old, so maybe Tobias Harris is what they need.
Yeah. Lakers pretty busy. Mamu, Grimes, Kevon Looney. I think they filled some needs for sure.
Yeah, they need depth, and that should help.
They already got their big man, so they kind of got some depth at center with Looney, a guy who's won some. So,
but I mean, they lost Hachimura. They're gonna lose LeBron.
Yeah.
They lost Jackson Hayes, so they lost a lot of guys.
I saw they re-signed Bronny James though, so I think they're good. I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, I think that he'll just come in for LeBron. And, as if nothing changed.
That's right.
They got the same name.
Yep.
Kelly Oubre to the Pacers. That one was kind of random to me.
Yeah. Pacers will be an interesting one this year when
Halliburton
comes back, if they'll be back to what they were, championship caliber team.
Yeah, they got Zubac, remember? So Zubac and Halliburton, Oubre, Siakam, Nembhard, Nesmith. They were a good team.
Not a
so
bad
maybe
roster. Yeah.
Maybe they could make a run again.
Totally.
The Bulls were busy too. I mean, so they got Caleb Wilson, and then to put around Caleb Wilson, they've got Norman Powell.
Yeah.
And they got Nick Claxton. A lot of guys. Oh, not to mention, I forgot, Colin Sexton went to the Lakers.
Oh, yeah, we forgot about that.
I forgot about that. And him and Kessler reunite.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm happy for Sexton. That's a good spot for him, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, the Bulls, though, I mean, not a bad roster. You got guys like Matas Buzelis, who's been doing well. Josh Giddey had a great year last year.
Senge, their lottery picks, back to being healthy. He could be something.
He looked nice in Summer League yesterday, too, and I was watching. He's really nice. They could be good. I don't know. There's a lot of teams there's a lot of question marks around a lot of these teams because they look nice, but how will it work together, you know?
Yeah, they finally got off Vucevic.
Yeah. D'Angelo Russell going to the Grizzlies. I think that ended up being a part of a trade, or it said a signing, but I think it was like a sign-in trade or something.
Grizzlies are going to be bad. I have a feeling.
Yeah, I like the core they're building. I like Cedric Coward. I like Cam Boozer. So like
Richie Saunders.
Richie's going to be a great piece. I still think Zach Edey's a great piece. I still think they reached for Zach Edey, but he's a great piece.
I actually do think Cedric Coward could be like an all-star at some point, but I just think they're not going to be that great this year.
They probably won't. They're pretty young, so.
Yeah.
If Richie gets healthy, they might make a championship run, but that's
I just hope they give Richie minutes. He deserves it.
And you know, we know Richie. One thing we know about Richie is that he's going to earn his minutes. Like, there will be no question about how hard he works or like how much effort he puts in.
Too. He's been in big games.
He could absolutely be that Bruce Brown, Mitchell Robinson, like piece to a team.
Yeah.
Anyways, but that's just my opinion. And Fernie Simons signs with the Sixers. Sixers have been a little busy too.
Oh yeah.
Been getting some. I saw they signed Caleb Love as well, so I guess they're getting some guards for some reason. I don't feel like they need a ton of depth there, but
they already got Maxey
and VJ Edgecombe and
whoever else they'll get.
I guess they probably do need some depth, but
Kyle Lowry retired, so maybe that's fix that.
That's true. They traded Jared McCain last year. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really. I feel like Anthony Simons doesn't move the needle a ton for me, but
he's been on. I thought he was going to be pretty good when he's on the Blazers, but then now he's kind of just team hopping. I haven't really seen much
He
from
had
him.
some good games, but
He's on the Celtics and the Bulls, and now he's on the Sixers.
Speaking of the Celtics, Sixers, Jaylen Brown trade.
This is a big. Let's talk about this one for a minute.
While we're here, I just that was a little unexpected. I expected a Jaylen Brown trade, but I wasn't expecting to the Sixers. Curious your thoughts. You think what team won here, or was it?
Well, let me read out what got exchanged here.
Yeah.
So of course it was Jaylen Brown. That's all the Sixers got. The Celtics got Paul George and 4 picks. 2 of them are first-round picks. One of them is 2028 and 2031. And then they got 2 second-round picks, which, whatever, right? So, one, you're getting less than what the Jazz got for Walker Kessler in terms of picks.
Yeah.
I know you're getting Paul George, which is great. Paul George is still good, but I think a lot of people are saying Paul George is one of the worst contracts in the league right now because he's making almost a max and he's about ready to retire.
Yeah. It's interesting though, I wonder how much of that with Paul George is just him being in a bad situation. I don't think Philly was ever a good situation for him.
It's true.
So you never know. I mean, he could come in and be the Paul George we know. I mean, obviously he's not young and he's not going to be jumping out of the gym, but he's always been a really smooth guy with a nice shot.
It makes me wonder if Jaylen Brown gave the Celtics an ultimatum that he was going to leave or he was not going to play or something like that. Because Jaylen Brown's so much he's in his prime and Paul George is outside of his prime. And Jaylen Brown to me is just, he was in MVP conversations. I think he's just so much more valuable.
Totally.
So I don't understand why the Celtics would do that unless Jaylen Brown was having one foot out the door and ready to go.
Well, I don't know if you saw, but he was doing all those live streams and doing a bunch of tweeting, just a lot of really passive aggressive comments about, I think he was pretty upset. It makes me wonder if the whole Giannis thing where they were offering him, he just had, you're right, he was just an MVP candidate last year.
Yeah.
Last year was kind of supposed to be a throwaway year for the Celtics, but he led them to the playoffs
he's their finals MVP when they won it.
Yeah, and so I could see how he'd feel a little disrespected that he's being shopped around and they're still on Jason Tatum even though he's been the guy, and so it's I could see how he'd be a little upset. It does still seem weird that they wouldn't try to reconcile it. And yeah, I don't know. I don't love that for the Celtics.
And they traded them to their rival.
Yeah, another East team.
You're going to be playing the Sixers 4 times a year, right? And I think they're in the same division, I think.
Yeah. I saw a lot of debate online with Jazz fans about whether they should, when they started chopping Jaylen Brown around, if they should go in on that. What are your thoughts? I mean, obviously it's past this.
Oh, obviously I would have loved Jaylen Brown. I would have given up anything for him.
I would have given up Lowry. Some people were saying it would take Lowry and Ace. That feels like a little much.
Yeah, that's a little much. But I mean, just give the picks we got for Kessler and we'll give you Lowry.
Yeah.
I think that would be a better package. I don't know.
Yeah. I think the problem in Philly still is going to be the ball can only be in one person's hands at a time. And
I don't know though, if Joel even if Joel's hurt, Maxey and Jaylen Brown might get you a top 4 seed in the East.
Yeah, but they're not all going to get there. I mean, VJ Edgecombe's there too now. Joel Embiid's not the type of dude that anybody's going to thrive around, I don't think.
I don't know. I think they're dangerous.
I think they could be good.
I don't think they're going to win the East.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think their conference finals is very possible.
I can see it.
That's I'd say to me that's their ceiling.
I can see it, yeah. Totally.
But they'll have to figure it out too. It might take a year to.
I think it'll take a bit
to gel because Jaylen Brown's coming in and you kind of have to mold to him.
Totally, he's the guy now.
Yeah.
The Kawhi trade looked like it was over and done. Not so much anymore. Kawhi traded to the Toronto Raptors for, I believe it was Brandon Ingram was the main piece they got back. I can't remember. I'm sure there was other pieces. An interesting one.
So in return for Kawhi, let's see what they got. So Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, and 2 first-round picks,
Grady
2
Dick's not a bad
second-round
piece.
picks, and pick swaps.
Not a bad
So
piece
more
either.
picks than Jaylen Brown too. And Brandon Ingram's like very good.
He's an all-star, or was he an all-star last year? He was borderline all-star last year. I can't remember if he made it.
When we did our all-star, we were considering him or Scotty.
He goes back to LA, the other LA team where he started his career.
Yeah, him and Rui Hachimura and Darius Garland.
They got Benedict Mathurin. They got
Yeah,
I don't think that they're in a bad spot. They just got were they the 5th pick?
Oh yeah, did one of those guards went there?
Oh,
not
Wagler.
Mike.
They got Wagler, I think.
Wagler, yeah.
Yeah, he could end up being a good piece.
Yeah.
He didn't look great in summer league so far, but he could be
it'll
good.
be interesting. I don't know how he'll fit, like how committed to him they are.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Interesting to me that Kawhi wants to go back to Toronto after
bailing after the 1 year.
He made it, and I feel like I heard some things about how he made it clear to them that he was only going to be there for a year when he first got traded. It seemed like he didn't love it, but he did win a championship there. So
yeah,
I mean,
I'm sure Raptors fans are praying that this trade goes through.
Yeah, him and Scotty Barnes is an interesting fit next to each other. I don't hate it.
No, I love that.
Emmanuel Quickly, you still got a lot of guys.
Team. Yeah,
dude, you got some dudes.
RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly. I think, do they still have Pirtle? I don't know if that's their center.
Can't remember. The interesting thing, I think the NBA said, I think the trade hasn't gone through because they said, I read something that said that the NBA made the Toronto would have to agree to accrue any penalties that had to do with the Kawhi investigation remember the whole contract thing a couple summers ago until they have finished their investigation, which I don't know what they're waiting for. It's been like 2 years. Like, investigations don't take that long. I feel like you're like, anyways, I guess it's on hold until they figure that out, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen or what's the deal.
Yeah, what I have, same thing as what you said. The league's informed us, this is the Raptors, that as a result of the ongoing investigation, we would assume the risk of the investigation. In light of this, we'll wait until the league's investigation is complete. So, I mean, the Raptors could just say, screw it, we'll take on the risk and the penalties. But they're going to wait, which I wouldn't mind.
Which I just don't understand what that, like, it makes me wonder if the league is talking about the risk of his contract possibly being voided, or if it's like, yeah, because they're not the ones that paid him under the table, so I wouldn't think that they would be responsible for, like, getting penalties because they didn't pay him under the table, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just kind of a weird thing.
It's like this $28 million endorsement deal between him and
Ballmer or whatever.
This weird company that filed for bankruptcy now. It's really weird. I am sorry for the lawyers that have to work on that. I know, it's probably so annoying.
Yeah, whoever's doing that investigation now, there's more pressure on it too.
Yeah, definitely. The timetable's heating up.
Yeah.
I guess there was 2 other trades for guards.
Yeah. Maybe
just out of these 2, what you feel like is the better trade. First, we've got LaMelo Ball to the Timberwolves. He got traded with Josh Green and Isaiah Evans, 33rd pick. And in return, the Hornets got Naz Reid, Mo Gay, the 2033 first-round pick, 3 first-round pick swaps, 3 second-round picks. Okay, that's... So basically, a first-round pick, 3 swaps, and 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And Naz Reid.
Man, that's
pretty good.
It's going to be crazy to see Naz Reid in a Timberwolves jersey. That dude's such a legend. I know, all
those Timberwolves fans that got a tattoo of Naz Reid are just going to have to move to Charlotte.
Man. So sad.
I don't like this trade.
I'm not a fan. I know a lot of people online they're like really excited about LaMelo and Ant together. I just don't see the fit, honestly.
No, I just don't think if you're trying to win a championship, LaMelo's your guy because of his injuries, and
that's exactly why Charlotte traded him.
Yeah, and I think Charlotte didn't really want to trade him because he's their guy, but they got a lot back.
Yeah,
he came off like a year where he actually played a lot of games, and so I feel like they just sold high for him.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of players in the league, like even these 2 guys that we're talking about, LaMelo, Ja, Trey, guys that like sell tickets and like they're gonna fill up a stat sheet. But they're not really contributing to winning, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, it's not winning basketball. They're just hoopers. Like they're probably street hoopers. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, like they're not going to be on the USA team probably.
No, probably not. Yeah. So I just don't know if any of these guys really move the needle. Ja to Portland feels like a weird fit to me. I'm glad.
See that, but that one the price was a little lower.
That's true. I think he needs a fresh start. I think it might be good for him. He did have some really good seasons, like his second, third year.
Mm-hmm.
Memphis.
He got traded for Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. And honestly, the Blazers were trying to get off Jeremy Grant's contract.
Yeah. Totally.
Chris Murray's like a young prospect. He's all right.
Yeah. Get Ja to Memphis with all them guns. Hopefully Portland's got less guns over there.
I don't know. They might. But then you've got Dame coming back with Ja, and you've also got Drew Holiday.
They got a solid roster.
You've also got Scoot Henderson.
Donovan Clingan's still a great piece.
Yeah.
Scoot Henderson.
Shaden Sharp's still there. He's pretty good.
Sharp, yeah. They had the
Tamari
Kamara.
He's pretty good. He's all
Denny
defensive.
Advia.
Oh yeah, he was their star.
Last
he was
year.
All-star.
Totally. They could be a great team.
Came out of nowhere too. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they kind of have too many guards. So I don't know if Dame comes back. I'm not. Here's a question: are you going to start Ja over Dame? I don't know if I would.
I think Ja's the better player, but Dame's.
But you. This is his city.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dame is Portland. I mean,
this is Portland.
They're gonna name the city after him after he leaves. I think.
So I don't know. I don't know if you can put Dame off on the bench.
Yeah, that's gonna be a weird. They just got a lot of really. Yeah, because what do you do with Drew too? Like, that's a weird rotation.
Drew should start. You need some defense.
It's a weird rotation.
So, like, are you gonna put Ja and Dame together and make Drew go to the bench?
Or just play three guards? That's weird, yeah. And then you got Scoot. What are you going to do with Scoot, too?
Yeah, Scoot, he was pretty good in the playoffs. Like, he was
Sharp, they're all guards.
Are you, just giving up on Scoot now? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll take Scoot. I'll take it.
Well, so I'm thinking, this could be wrong, but we'll see when Portland decides. I think they're going to start Dame and Drew and have Ja come off the bench. And then if Ja plays well, he might take a starting spot of Dame.
The question with that is Ja going to be okay with that? I feel like Ja's a pretty vocal guy. I don't know.
He might not be.
Yeah. I feel like Ja's a pretty vocal guy. So it would be interesting to see if he would be open to that.
I don't know if he will.
He may not have a choice, but yeah.
I mean, this is not his city, you know. He's gotta earn that from Dame. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, that brings us to, I think, the big piece we're still all waiting to fall in free agency. LeBron James informed the LA Lakers he will no longer be a Laker, that they can move on without him.
That was insane. That came out around the same time as the Kessler thing.
Yeah, I thought it was going to happen, but allegedly, according to Rich Paul, I'm sure that this is always changing, but allegedly they've talked about these 5 teams: Cleveland, Denver, Minnesota, Miami, and Philadelphia. And Rich Paul also said that apparently every team in the NBA has reached out for LeBron, which I don't know what the truth is there. That seems like something I can't imagine the Jazz reached out for LeBron. There's no way.
I don't know. You may as well call it just an inquiry, you know?
That's true.
I'm sure he wants to play with a playoff team from last year.
Yeah, there's tons of information being thrown out there, though. I heard something, I think it was Windhorst, that said that LeBron would be willing to play on a minimum contract so that he can win a championship, which is so not LeBron, dude. I
feel like he would. I don't know. He's getting to that point.
Yeah, I mean, but that just shows you, the fact that he's considering the Minnesota Timberwolves tells me that this dude just wants to win a championship. There's no way LeBron wants to live in Minnesota. That's so crazy.
I don't know. I think he's also kind of thinking fit with his game.
Totally, yeah. He just wants to win.
Of course he wants to win a championship, but I don't think he wants to ring chase.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he wants to win.
He wouldn't go to the Knicks.
No. Yeah, I don't think he's going to the Knicks or the Thunder.
No, yeah.
I think he wants to win a championship, but he wants to be still a big part of it. He doesn't want to just ring chase.
Totally.
If he's not Kevin Durant, you know?
No.
You know what Kevin Durant's about, but it's not LeBron.
And I think also he probably needs to think, by this point in his career, he needs to go to a place where the scoring load is not all on him. He needs to be... Yeah. I think he even understands at this point he needs to be the second or third option.
He's basically the point guard.
Yeah.
And he's going to be a role player.
Totally.
Mind you, a very good role player.
Probably the best ever.
But he's gonna get his 10 assists. He's gonna play hard defense, block shots, and he's going to set up his guys.
I'm curious if you think there's any other teams that are actually in the mix, but I still think Golden State. That's still my pick for him.
How would they not be in the mix? They got Curry, they've got Kristaps, Draymond.
I think it's a good roster for him. I don't know if they'll win it all, but that would be fun to watch.
I guess of the teams that are on his list, I think for me, there's two teams that I think he'd have the best chance of winning on. Mm-hmm. Probably Denver, because I think him, Jokic together would be
Jamal Murray would be nice.
Be really filthy. Yeah. And Denver was very close this last year. They didn't get past the Timberwolves, but I'm sure if they did, they would have matched up well against the Thunder and the Spurs.
Yeah.
And then Miami, because
I agree.
He loves Miami. Him and Giannis together would be insane.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the lobs that would be thrown and
that's true. Just
the amount of pressure on the rim.
I'd hate to be a defender in the paint with those guys rolling down. Oh, my word.
That being said, you'd hope that there'd be enough spacing because Bam and Giannis together might be a little questionable.
Yeah.
It might work too. The Rockets have so many big men. They just get a lot of rebounds and make it work.
Yeah.
But I'd say those are the two I think he'd have the best chance of winning on is Denver and Miami.
I think there's just so many interesting stories here too, because I heard a couple other things. I guess Minnesota's pitch to LeBron was that like if you come to Minnesota and win it all, you're gonna be the GOAT. That's the final, the final nail in the coffin. You're the guy, which is probably true. But also,
no one else could do it for Minnesota.
Yeah, that. They've never won one before, and if he came and that honestly would be a pretty big.
Yeah.
And then of course Cleveland. I mean. That's
That'd
just
be a storybook ending.
LeBron City, yeah. I mean, and I think they got the roster.
they actually could with Donovan, James Harden, and LeBron.
Mobley, Jared Allen.
Yeah,
that's
I forgot
not bad.
about Mobley. Yeah,
that's not bad at all.
And they just need that experience, right?
Yeah.
LeBron will tell them to shape up when they're not playing well in the playoffs.
Totally.
I think that. Yeah,
there's just so many interesting, the Miami, Cleveland, Golden State. There's just so many interesting stories here that could happen. I don't even know, man. It's so crazy.
You know what would make LeBron the GOAT?
What's that?
If he took the Wizards to a championship.
Oh, my word. I know he wants to play with Anthony Davis again. I know that they're boys.
I don't think it'd be possible.
No, I don't think. Not with that roster.
Not with that roster. But they do have a lot of big names. If they got LeBron, who knows?
The thing about LeBron, people could call me a LeBron Glazer. I'm a big LeBron fan. But I just think at this point in his career, he could fit on any team, and he's going to make any team better. At one point in his career, I feel like you couldn't say that because he requires everything. He's the guy. I don't think he expects that anymore. At least not from what I'm saying.
Now that he's been second fiddle.
Yeah, he doesn't expect a team to just the fact that he's willing to sign a minimum, if that's true, tells me that the LeBron's not. He realizes he's not LeBron James anymore. Anyways, it'll just be so interesting to see where he goes. Maybe he'll sign with the WNBA team or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I have a feeling that he's probably going to go to either Miami, Cleveland, or Golden State.
Yeah, I can see it.
But who knows? We're going to get so many rumors, and I'm sure he probably will make us wait for a little while, and eventually it'll be a bombshell when we figure out where
he's probably waiting to see how all the rosters are filling out, and then he'll see where he plugs in. I think it's probably the best for him anyways.
See if the Warriors can trade for AD.
Yeah.
Probably can't.
That's true. You've been watching the World Cup?
Yes, sir. Not every game, but I watched the U.S. games.
Oh, man.
I watched that Norway-Brazil game. That was pretty insane.
Yeah, that was wild. The Argentina game where they came back down 0-2 and scored 3 straight goals. That was crazy.
Insane. Who was that against? I can't remember.
It was Cape Verde, right? Cape Verde?
Verde. No, I think
that
it
was
was
a different game.
That was the round
First
before.
round, you're right.
I can't remember, but it was insane.
It was wild. Dude, Team USA was looking so nice in the group stages. I really felt like...
Yeah, we took care of Bosnia with the 10 players with the red card. Mm-hmm. And then somehow Balogun got a play.
Yeah.
And we just looked like we're foolish out there.
Yeah.
It just didn't belong. Belgium looked so much better.
They rolled us pretty good. I still think we could beat Belgium, but it was just a bad day.
Yeah. We made too many mistakes, and we looked scared out there. I think we needed to be more confident.
Christian Pulisic, that injury didn't help. He came out in halfway through the second half.
Yeah.
Right when we were, I think it was still 2-1 at that point. So yeah, it was not good.
And the Belgium team, they lost to Spain in the next round anyways. So maybe we would have lost to Spain too.
Probably, yeah.
They're very good.
Who are you rooting for? Who are the teams left? Who do you think's gonna win?
Sucks. The two teams that I'm rooting for now play each other.
Oh, really?
So I would love to see England. I've got some English blood in me. And the England team, they haven't won in so many years, and they've always been good.
Yeah.
They're like the New York Knicks of soccer.
Yeah.
Like they're pretty good, and they just always disappoint. And the England fans are insane too.
Yeah.
They love soccer.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see England do it. But then they play Norway, and I think everyone wants Norway. Holland's world famous right now.
He's insane, dude.
All the girls want to watch Holland.
He looks like a man amongst boys out there too. He's just so big and fast and powerful, dude.
He's literally
insane.
A Viking.
Maybe the Lakers can sign him. I don't know, dude. He's good.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think.
Who are you rooting for?
I think the one. Honestly, I'm kind of a sucker for like a really good story. I'd love to see Messi get back to back.
You really? Okay.
Back to back, dude. I don't know. I think
it'd be cool if he could do it again.
I mean, he's playing like top tier. I don't know how he's doing it at his age, but Cristiano Ronaldo's out. I would have loved to see either one of those guys. Like, I just love a good story. I'd love to see them win it. I think they could too. I think they played today. I can't remember who they play. They play somebody.
Switzerland, I think. I think that's who they play. They could beat Switzerland. That being said, I want to see Switzerland maybe be the underdog.
That's fair.
But I know the whole world's cheering for Messi too.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
He's kind of gotten to that point in his career like LeBron did when after the Heat days of LeBron, everyone wanted to see LeBron do well. And I think that's where we're at with Messi.
It's like Tom Brady on the Bucks. Like it's all these like you just I don't know. I just love a good story. I think it's a good story. So
yeah. And I think the U.S. team is on the up.
I think so.
Like, I love our manager, our coach.
Yeah.
Don't know how to say his name. I don't know either. But he seems pretty good. It seems like we're on the up.
And we got guys like that Balogun. I think he played for England before.
Yeah, Balogun.
And he decided to come play for us this time. But I think that's a good sign that maybe guys want to play for Team USA. Probably didn't want to before, you know.
And we haven't made it this far in a while.
No.
In the World Cup, so maybe next time we could do even better.
Round of 16, right? Or round of 32? 16, I think.
16. We made it to that.
Yeah.
And then we talked a little bit about BYU basketball. Richie got drafted to the Grizzlies. Congrats to Richie and his family. I think his wife lives somewhere close to Memphis.
Yeah.
That part of the U.S.
Happy for him. He fits that mold of the grit and grind Grizzlies.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they've kind of lost that a little bit over there, but maybe he could bring it back.
Kind of the culture there, hopefully, and I could see Richie fitting well there.
Oh, yeah. I could definitely see. And then we got a new commit to BYU.
I did see
like a day or two ago. He's a Lithuanian prospect. I think he's a 4-star.
Yeah.
Buika. Dovydas Buika commits to BYU.
Yeah.
We'll take it. I think...
I wish it was a center, but we will take it.
I think we're still figuring out our center.
Yeah.
There's a couple guys. I've heard that there's like a 4-star center that we could have signed, but we're waiting for somebody else, and I don't know who that somebody else is. Sign him. We'll see. Yeah. But this guy, he's 19 years old from Lithuania. I think he's played in the EuroLeague or Lithuanian Basketball League. So... we'll see. I don't know how good he'll be. I don't know if he'll be like Kostic or if he'll be like a starter. But I think he's a 4-star, so
yeah,
he should be pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like Kevin Young's real good at just like most teams. I feel like are done recruiting, but Kevin Young's just kind of like still filling gaps. I like that about him. I'm excited. I think the center will come. We just need one. I think.
I mean, Kevin Young hasn't missed yet.
Nope.
Like he's been
I think he's missed on a couple of like individual recruits, but overall he's
still filled it out every year.
For sure.
We just need to give him a little bit more time, I guess.
Totally.
But we'll take Buika. He seems pretty good.
That was a great pickup.
Well, thank you for listening to this episode of the Tuned In Utah Jazz podcast. It's been a great offseason. We've loved the moves the Jazz have made. sad to see Kessler go, but best of luck to him in LA and got a good return. Make sure to follow us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Check out our last couple episodes. We talked a lot about the draft, about the offseason and everything. And make sure to take care.
Peace.